Okay, so we set this really elaborate trap for just one dude. That looks like the sniper. He's the mysterious gunner. Okay. How can I do this? Set up this fucking sweet ambush and it's not even near their team. He's immune? Oh boy. If he comes through that door though, which he did. You just fucked up a whole bunch. Now, can I get to you? I totally can. Bet you. Oh shit. Okay, this is important. Get out into cover. You know what? Not even... Power up, my friend. Whoa, whoa. A beanbag round, that'll stop him. No full burst for you, my friend. And now the killing begins. Goodbye, mysterious Japanese man. And as for this little shit. Oh, they're not in good shape. Oh no. Oh, look at this fucking sneaky sniper. It's like, I'm in position. You're about to get fucked. Actually, that was a really bad flank on my part. Reload. But our friend here can flank you. I'll take it from here. No, I won't. Fucking dodgy samurais. There. You're the last one. Ractor, can you fucking just prove to me why I keep you on my team? Yep. Get him with your little pea shooter. We did it, Gaichu. This guy's not dead. Gaichu. Ishida lies on the cold tile, gasping for breath. His armor is rent and tattered, but his eyes still burn with rage. He spits at Gaichu as you approach. Gaichu, honorless cur, I regret the day I ever began teaching you. You're truly depraved to kill your own brothers rather than submit to what is right. Gaichu, yes, that is my name, as everything in my old life has been taken from me. Gaichu lifts the tip of his sword, placing it squarely on Ishida's chest. What is honor if it is built on a lie? What is duty if the dogma behind it is corrupt? Narrowing his eyes, the red samurai presses his chest upward into the blade so that it begins to gouge his armor. What do you know of it, vermin? Every red samurai who's become subhuman has taken their life. Everyone but you. You're a disgrace to the order and a disgrace to your people. Right or wrong, he's the one that's going to walk away from this. Gaichu bares his teeth in a wicked grin. For years, you were taught that to be pure was to be powerful, that metahumans, the infected, and the deformed were to be scorned for their weakness. Yet here I stand, and there you lie, broken. You think a victory over Sasaki, Takagawa, and me makes you superior? Ha! Ishida's mouth twists into a cruel, sorrowful smile. You'll spend the rest of your useless days cowering in the darkness, eating the flesh of your betters. You're no better than an animal, skilled though you may be. Snarling in fury, Gaichu hurls his katana to the floor. He reaches out to grab Ishida by his collar, yanking him up so that their faces are only an inch apart. You said that the Red Samurai were the best, the strongest, the most capable. Those who were non-human were unworthy of consideration. You told me that I would be better for having joined you. But it's a lie. I was infected, and I became better than I was. Your own blindness allowed me to escape, blind to my skill and blind to the power of the impure. Gaichu lifts one hand, claws glittering in the pale warehouse light. His fingers splay out like an array of knives. I was not superior because I was Red Samurai. I was Red Samurai because I was superior. I choose my own fate. I make my own destiny. The ghoul draws his hand back, jagged shark's teeth bared as he presses them to Ashida's ear. I will show you the strength of my disease, Ashida. I'll make you like me, and you will be cast out just as I was. I survived and remained intelligent because I had the will to do so. Can you say as much? What are we doing here, dude? Ishida's head falls back as he laughs, but the laughter turns to bloody coughing. You think I'll let you infect me, monster? I'll do what you were too weak to do. I'll take my own life, like the 47 Ronin of old. Such a foolish boy. Foolish? You underestimate me, old man. Gaichu drops Ishida, his head bouncing off the tiled floor with a sharp crack. After I cripple your arms, you'll have no means to kill yourself. The disease will burn through you like a fire, consuming every inch of your humanity. At this, Ishida stiffens. His eyes go cold with resolution. Then we shall see, Gaichu, and if you are wrong, I shall meet you again in the next life and try to teach you to do better. Do what you will. This is between the two of you. Gaichu nods to you, turning back to Ishida. Come, I will show you your own inner weakness. The sounds that follow are viscerally, intensely horrifying. The crunch of bone mates with the sound of wet flesh tearing under the pressure of jagged ghoul teeth. And as a high counterpoint comes, Ishida's screaming of horror and pain. And undoubtedly some measure of the terror of what Gaichu is doing to him. Eventually, Ishida passes out. Gaichu rises, wiping copious amounts of blood from his mouth with the back of his hand. It is accomplished. He is unconscious, but he'll live. Let us be done with this. Gross. Got the prototype drone, though. Good work. I'm about to return to Hyoi. That was a fun one. Murdered a bunch of samurai? The sun's rays paint Hong Kong's mountains in a palette of orange and gold as they speed by outside the train. With a final flash, the sun dips below the horizon, foretelling the inevitable descent into night. Gaichu is silent as you walk back to the MTR station. His body remains as tense as the cables on a suspension bridge, but his expression is triumphant. Ashida's been punished. All that awaits him is a slow descent into hunger, possibly madness. I don't know if that was the right thing, but Gaichu can make his own calls. He's a big boy. I'll have some words with him on the boat. 8 karma for murdering those 4 dudes? Amazing. I'm also really glad I killed the mage first. No spooky spell shit for you. No, man. Holy shit, did everyone level up? Is that max level now? What an incredible gift you gave everybody, Gaichu. Gaichu gains an ability which lets him regenerate 6 HP per round for 3 rounds. AP 1, cooldown 2, that's neat. Gaichu gains a katana attack that can hit adjacent targets. Plus 2 damage. Don't die or kill everybody. I'm going to go with don't die just because the last dungeon might be really long. Koshei's firearm systems are augmented with the addition of a new heavy laser. Holy shit. Strips for armor. Nope, we're doing that one. Duncan, what do you got? Duncan has a magnetic cyber arm installed, allowing him to throw back incoming grenades. Duncan gains a new consumable item, a gas grenade. The grenade does minor HP damage, but creates a cloud of choking gas which does AP damage to the affected targets. Oh, shit. No. We can use the magnet arm repeatedly. What do we got here? Isabel's mini launcher is now packed with flame grenades. While Isabel is jacked into the matrix, attacks on her physical body are reduced by 1. No, that one. Gobbet. Gobbet formulates a new version of the haste spell that harnesses the latent wild magic of Hong Kong. AP by 1 for 4 rounds. When cast, Gobbet's accuracy increased by 15% for 4 rounds. That's kind of shitty. Gobbet can now consume spirits and imbue herself with their power. Jesus. Consuming a spirit heals Gobbet for 20 HP. Wow. Confirm all. Congratulations on your new bullshit abilities, everybody. Those ones weren't as ridiculous as like the level 4 and 5. Jobs directory. Sell the experimental Renraku drone. You send a quick email to Kindly Cheng informing her of the drone you recovered from Renraku. A few moments later, a message pops onto the screen. From Kindly Cheng. Brave of you to do side work without telling me. Or stupid. Take your pick. Luckily, Auntie Cheng knows plenty of buyers for your new toy. I'll send a finder's fee over to you right away. Pending jobs, restaurant job. Looks like we didn't get in trouble for that one. Inbox? Nope. Shadowland BBS. Nope. Alright, well, we just got to talk to everybody, and then we've got some business and a restaurant. You want to talk yet? Nope, your dialogue's all fucked up. Whatever. You used to work for Ares, you got a sweet robot. Nice to know you. Guide you, my friend, how are you? The dim cabin's air is thick with the pungency of incense. A small, rudely constructed altar sits near Gaichu's box of mementos. It consists of a wooden box, a few trinkets, and a bowl for burning incense. Gaichu himself is polishing his sword again. He runs a claw along the length of the blade, feeling and listening for nicks and dents. Good evening, Stubtoe Williams. A fine evening, isn't it? He puts the sword aside and smiles in your general direction. What can I do for you? Did you want to talk about how we killed all your friends? Of course I have thoughts about it, but why would I burden you or anyone else with them? If you would like to talk about it, then we may, by all means. I am a private person by nature, however. This is why I did not seek you out to speak on it. Of course I want to talk about it. Are you okay? A curious question. Am I all right? I, the one who survived? Who now sheds old life entirely? Who no longer needs worry about assassins on his heels? Yes, I'm more than all right. I'm free. The team is all dead, save for Ashita. He will know what it's like to feel the disease burn through his brain, stripping logic and artistry and leaving only hunger in its wake. When it is done, I'm certain he'll be an animal while I remain, whatever it is that I am. Gaichu, but one that may speak and act as a free being. Gaichu grins thinly, cradling his chin in one hand. That fucking guy loves to touch his chin. There's some poetic justice in this, I feel. His claims of my weakness mirrored by his own descent into feral madness. And yet here I am, one with enough willpower to survive and prosper despite my ill fortune. So long as you stand by your choice, that's what matters. Thank you for understanding that. The ability to choose consciously is what sets me apart from other ghouls. Understand, Ashita was a product of the same training that shaped me. But unlike me, he has never had the training proven wrong. He's always believed that he was the strongest, the best, and that he was unbeatable by lesser creatures. He would never have learned. His xenophobia and arrogance would have ruled him his entire life. Men like Ashita are the reason that Japan refuses to accept that the awakening was a natural affair, and ships metahumans to Yomi Island. I was taught that people like Duncan, Gobbet, and Isabel are subhuman. Yet I have seen what they can accomplish, and I'm impressed. I don't think he knows I'm a troll, because he's blind. Has killing your old unit changed your outlook on life? Yes, I think it has. My lesson to Ashita should not end with him. If becoming a ghoul has allowed me to prosper and become stronger, surely I should hone my instincts just as my training honed my swordsmanship. If I can apply the same focus to my new nature as I did to my skills in combat, I'm certain I can prove that to be a ghoul is only to be different, not lesser. I knew this before, logically, but I did not feel it. To know and feel are different things entirely. Regardless, Ashita's sword is now mine. It is a newer blade than my own, and appears to be made with some manner of enhanced Dakota process, along with tungsten carbine edge. He lifts the katana, running one claw down the back of the blade. Ooh! I've noticed a marked improvement in my speed when using it, particularly with follow-through moves. Should an enemy fall to this sword, I'll be able to reposition much more rapidly. He's gonna get fucking bonus AP when he murders dudes. How'd you feel about that mission? That's what we're already talking about, isn't it? Do you regret having to kill your unit? No, I do not believe I do. We were locked in a dance that could only end with my death or theirs. We chose that path, consciously or not, and I'm unwilling to die so that they could live. I value my life, even changed as it is. Their insistence on following the strictures of their duty ensured this end, just as surely as my refusal to die did. I regret only that circumstance and training led us to this point. They were still family to me, even at the end. But if your family turned on you and tried to kill you, you'd still defend yourself. What are you going to do now? Surely you're joking with me. I'll stay here and aid you in your endeavors. I have no other life to turn to, nor anyone else to call friend. As you have aided me, so too will I aid you. This life in the shadows is the most free and open I've ever felt. I have no desire to go or do anything else. Perhaps later I will, but not anytime soon. Well, enjoy your wacky samurai shit, meditating and stuff. See how Duncan's doing. Duncan, how's it going? Welcome back. What'd you think about that last run? I don't even know what to say about that, Finneas. You remember when we were kids how we'd argue who'd win in a fight? The Halloweeners versus Tominus? The Ghost of Tyr Tangier versus Ares Firewatch? In our minds, the Renran Raku always came out on top. Now we've taken out a squad of them. The Red Samurai are just people. Well-trained people in combat armor, mind you, but people all the same. Yeah, I guess so. His brow furrows. I don't know. I'm not sure what to think anymore. Anyway, I guess it's good that we helped guide you out. I still don't feel comfortable having the corpse eater around, but maybe he'll feel a little more indebted to us now than he did before. I don't know. It's a lot to process. I don't know what else to say. Been thinking about the way you and Raymond used to butt heads. What about it? I never really had that problem with him. Of course not. You knew how to avoid conflict with him. And you had that way of diffusing him when he started with the Intenso Ray thing he used to do, remember? Intenso Ray. I haven't thought of that in a long time. I think you were the one who came up with that name. It was like the summer after we started living with him and Mrs. Maloney. Raid found out that we hadn't followed one of his rules. I don't remember which. There was a long list. You bought some nerps. He hated crap like that. He hates nerps. No, that wasn't it. I think he caught me smoking. Yeah, that's right. I was smoking and he was pissed. Said that fat kids who smoke die faster. So just to be obstinate, I told him I liked to smoke and we got into it. Then you came in and diffused the whole situation. Wu stops talking and his expression becomes thoughtful. I think that's why I was so resentful when you took off. Especially after Mrs. Maloney died. You were the only one who could get through to him when he became Intensa Ray. I remember the last time. It was when Double Trey got taken. I don't want to talk about that now, Finneas. I've got enough on my mind as it is. Stuff like my father betraying my trust. Oops. You want to talk about shit? She's sitting at her supercomputer. This isn't helping. The avatar frowns down on you, a look of supreme disillusionment in her face. I'm decking. I'm in my safe space, and it doesn't help. The memories are just as painful here as they are in the real world. Your memories are a part of you. Decking doesn't make you leave that behind, you idiot. No, I guess that doesn't. White plumes of static flow from the avatar's fist. She's shaking. It fucking should, though. I can't handle not having a way to escape from this. We'll delete the memories. No, I wish that I could, but I can't. Not considering what we're up against. Her voice takes on a bitter edge. I'll tough it out. It's not like I have a choice. In fact, hang on a second. The avatar winks off the screen and the terminal powers down. Isabel's body shudders, a familiar tremor. Her consciousness is flooding back out of the matrix and into her meat. Her eyes flutter and she takes a sharp breath. Slowly, shakily, she rises from her perch on the floor. You're here with more questions, right? She coughs into the crook of her arm, wipes her nose with her sleeve. I'm sure that you are. Why else would you be bothering me? So spit him out and I'll go digging around in that cesspit that I call a memory. Maybe you should calm the fuck down. She takes a deep breath, makes a visible effort to calm herself. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. This isn't the person that I want to be. I'll be okay. I can handle this. Just ask me your questions, okay? Let's get this ball rolling. I have a question about the walled city. Fuck off. Yes, I guess I don't have any questions. See ya. And you. Hello? She's gone, Stubtoe Williams. I don't know where she ran off to, but she looked upset. She just said something about friends in trouble and left. By the time I could disconnect from the octopus, she was on her way to town. What the She must have gone back to the sinking ship. I don't like the sound of that. She tell you what went down out there all those years ago? The mutiny? She's been having bad dreams about it. Well, we better go get her, hadn't we? Let's do it. I'm going to arrange transport out to Hong Kong Bay. Come meet me at the docks when you're ready. I'm not going with you. I'm bringing real Shadowrunners with me. That idiot shaman kid fucked up. Get your gun. Goddamn back-to-back side quest. I don't even like Gobbet. I mean, that's cool you're a rot shaman. But I'm the only shaman in this town. Captain Yomo, how are things? Yomo stands at the edge of the dock smoking a hand-rolled cigarette as he stares out over the river. As you approach, he lifts a hand in greeting. Ho there! Come to admire the river with Yomo? I have a bottle of Baiju we can share. I need a favor. What can Yomo do for you? You need a body dumped at sea? I can do it fast. No one will see. Maybe you need to hide some cargo on a beach. Make a map with X marks the spot? Captain Yomo bursts into hearty laughter, slapping his side in mirth. I need you to take me to the sinking ship. Ah, easy. Yeah, I know exactly where that heap of junk is. Lead the way. Oh, fuck. Sliver gun. This weapon fires metal slivers which can cause mild to extreme bleeding of the target. No, we'll stick with that rascal. Fires miniature grenades that can be armed individually as proximity mines. Neato. Oh boy, I gotta go with the fucking one that I have this huge conflict of interest with because she totally fucking botched the other side quest. Try not to fuck up too much, Isabel. Hung Hum Bay. Captain Yomo's converted speedboat chops through the rough water like a cleaver through chicken bones, launching you skyward with every wave that it hits. Your destination? The sinking ship, Gobbet's former home. The Orc pirate laughs and opens the throttle. Wind and rain lash your face as the floating amalgamation of shipping containers grows larger. You can see it stacked at least 3 containers deep, with an inelegant brick of corrugated weathering steel. An assortment of pontoons, buoys, and other flotation devices have been lashed to the base of the raft to keep it from tipping. You don't know what's happening here or why Gobbet felt the need to go face it alone, but one way or another, you're about to find out. Yeah, fucking items that I can't give to Isabel, whatever. Actually, I might have been able to give some of those to Isabel. Whoops. Hey, let's spend karma. Good call.